Tucked away in this southwest Austin neighborhood,
Look at me.
Norma's daycare is open and now includes COVID-19 screening.
They're not allowed to come into our home until we take their temperatures.
Across town in the southeast corner of the city, Loretta Johnson is also taking temperatures and offering hand sanitizer.
We began to do our motor skills, which would come with Play-Doh, crayons, drawing pictures.
Loretta cares for 6 kids in her home, all under 5. Norma's group isn't any bigger. On this morning, learning moves to the backyard while it's still cool.
Anything that's eye-hand coordination is extremely important. So that is going to be the basis for them to continue on when they go into school on their own.
Norma says she's hearing from parents looking for care with fewer kids and a program which offers dual language.
A lot will come in asking automatically, "Are you bilingual?" "Yes, I am." "Will you talk to them in Spanish?" And I said, "Yes, I do talk to them in Spanish."
The first 5 years sets the tone for the learning for the rest of their lives.
Go Austin Vamos Austin, or GAVA, works with home-based childcare providers in marginalized and low-income communities.
Without this kind of care, we would see a disruption in both children's well-being, the consistency of care that children need to be able to thrive.
How do you measure the success of a home-based program when it comes to education?
They arrive to kindergarten ready to learn. They have already established the early skills that they need to be successful in school.
Can they get along with their peers? Can they self-regulate? Do they have the vocabulary and verbal expression skills of a 5-year-old?
Cathy McHorse is with Success by 6 at the United Way for Greater Austin. The organization focuses on early childhood education and is now working with nonprofits like GAVA to build support for home-based operations. The goal is to understand and track children's developmental skills to improve school readiness when they go to kindergarten. Details on how that will be done are still in the works, but McHorse says a big part of it is making sure providers have access to training and resources, which can be tough to navigate. What are the challenges?
For people whose language isn't, their first language isn't English, just understanding the requirements, filling out the forms and the background checks. A lot of the providers don't have technology.
Licensing requirements in Texas say home-based providers can have up to 12 children in their care that are 13 and younger. The more kids providers care for, the more stringent the requirements by the state, including inspections. McHorse says before the pandemic, there was a decline in home-based childcare statewide and nationally because of the lack of support and resources. She says COVID-19 is changing that.
The trend right now we're seeing is just families are not comfortable going back into larger group settings.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Norma's group comes from families working in healthcare. The 67-year-old herself is considered high risk for COVID-19.
I certainly don't want to bring it home to my family.
She's had to close twice because of exposure concerns. Across the state from March to August, 91 positive COVID-19 cases, including children and staff, have been reported at home-based operations. That's about 2.5% of total cases reported at all child care centers in Texas. Despite risks, Norma and Loretta say they must stay open. Between the two of them, they've taught and cared for hundreds of kids in their communities.
When I can see my 2-year-old seeing the colors and knowing what their letters are when you point to them, that is my success. I know I have done my job.
In Austin, Arzo Dost.